Hello, hi. Yeah, I thought I'd do a live collective today. I haven't done a live collective in a while. And thought it'd be fun. Good, how are you doing? Let's see, what do I want to use? Hey girl, hey. Clear. Your DM is taking too long. Just remember there's no timing, not really. Yes, welcome. Hello, hi. I'll give it a couple more minutes, let a couple more people show up while I shuffle. How's everybody's 2020 going so far? It's been a lot of shifts. Good morning. Hello. Dobro jutro. Yeah. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good. Like, I just recently got back into my belly dancing. And so that's fun. And, you know, it's kind of hard to build up the abs after you have a kid. You know, my kid kind of destroyed my abs. So having to build those back up. But, you know, I'm feeling good. Having a pretty good start to the year. So, yeah, everybody overthinks. Don't feel bad. I'm the worst for overthinking. I overanalyze everything. It's just the way that I am. So I blame it on my Aquarius moon. Yeah, you're gonna swap back and forth a lot. I'm sorry, Laura. Maybe a lesson hasn't been learned yet. Okay. Yeah. I feel like I should teach a class on overthinking because I'm definitely a master at it. Actually, it's funny. My daughter's kind of the same way. I mean, she really is my mini-me. It's a battle of wills a lot. She also has an Aquarius moon, so she overanalyzes everything. Oh, hi, Georgiana. How are you? Yeah, I just couldn't get a live out, or couldn't get a collective out in time yesterday, guys. I had to go to work at like 9. And I just honestly, I couldn't get out of bed yesterday. Yesterday was really difficult to get out of bed. So, all right, well, we got 35 in the chat. So I guess I'll just go ahead and get this collective started for you guys. See what's going on. Wow, that was fast. Okay. I definitely feel a lot of cycles ending right now, guys, and you're probably feeling that as well. I know we've got an eclipse coming up. I think it's on the 10th with the full moon. I think the full moon is in Cancer. So I anticipate probably a lot of purging, probably a lot of situations surrounding family, maybe contracts with family members and things like that ending. So yeah, throat chakra seems to be a thing right now as well. So don't feel bad. Hi, Jesse. Thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and get this started. Yeah, okay, well, boom, there you go. So break the chain. So a lot of cycles are still kind of in the works of ending right now. So again, probably feeling this energy across the board. It probably feels really, really heavy. I definitely anticipate a lot of divine masculines are waking up to a lot of toxicity and things that are surrounding them, especially in their family lives right now. So just keep that in mind. So you may be feeling this energy. You also may be I would say hitting a lot of towers as regards either family or some deep-rooted belief systems probably that are kind of coming to the surface for you, that are kind of helping you to see the light. And it's kind of like this little dude's kind of coming out of the shadows and kind of into the light here. So that's kind of how I feel Divine Feminine is right now, kind of coming out of the darkness and into the light and into their power. And what it's doing is it's again forcing Divine Masculine to also recognize the patterns in their lives that are toxic, that need to end. I also feel a lot of truth coming forward. There's been a lot of deception in some of these connections, a lot of deception within themselves here. So I do feel a lot of truth coming forward. And some of you may be, again, getting some sort of information about your person that you already kind of knew. So it's just like, I feel almost, yeah, I feel like this is kind of, and this is interesting because this kind of came up on one of my mini readings yesterday, where I feel like a lot of people are coming into realization of things that they already knew. And basically it's like the lesson is that you need to learn your intuition, or learn to trust your intuition more. And I feel like, it's like there's this back and forth with Divine Feminine. It's like sometimes Divine Feminine is trusting her intuition, sometimes she's not. So it's like it's bringing forward the realization that maybe you haven't been trusting your intuition when you should be, right? And I also feel that a lot of twins right now are being called into their purpose, which of course, the purpose really is for ascension, for the ascension of the earth, and to basically, it sounds like a stretch, right? But basically bring about love within the earthly plane. So a lot of you are being called into mission right now. And keep in mind, mission does not have to be twin flame related. And you don't have to be a twin flame to have a mission. Everybody has a mission on earth. Everybody is on a soul journey, okay? So keep that in mind. I think sometimes as twin flames, we forget in reality, everyone is a twin flame. It's just not everybody is incarnated with their twin at the same time. We're all learning lessons. We're all, here to fulfill our purpose. So if you're not really quite sure what your purpose is, might want to consult your spirit team. If you've been searching for that answer, make sure you're opening yourself to any answer that may come through, because you might be thinking, well, I guess I have to do tarot. No, you don't. You don't have to do. You don't have to be a quote unquote spiritual leader or anything like that. Your mission is basically what you're put on earth to do. Okay, and it's something that makes you happy, that keeps you fulfilled, that helps others. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right. So if you're in darkness about that, definitely would recommend going within and figuring that out. And if you ask for the answers, you will receive them. I also feel there's a huge initiation, like there's a huge push again to end some cycles, to come out of the darkness, because there's a lot of darkness right now. There's a lot of purging happening, at the end of last year, a lot of like residual stuff just kind of coming through that needs to be released. Okay. So I definitely feel that is being kind of amped up a little bit, it's like, I feel like some stuff's kind of resurfacing right now for a lot of people. Maybe stuff that you thought was already healed or that you already dealt with, but it's just like coming up again. So you just need to keep in mind that when you these energies that are going back and forth with the darkness and the light and the darkness and the light, try to stay in the light as much as possible. Try to keep your vibration up, especially if you're manifesting, because if you're in a negative mindset and you're thinking like, well, I don't have this, or I'm broke, or I'm this, blah, 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 I hate my life, that sort of thing, you're going to manifest the negative. Okay. So try to stay positive, keep yourself in a positive mindset when you manifest. And that's how the good things come through. Okay. Also feel a lot of, inner child stuff coming up right now, past life karma coming up right now. So a lot of twins are being forced to really focus on themselves right now. So your counterpart may be quiet. You may be quiet. You may have set some boundaries. You may have stepped away because you're like, I need to focus on myself right now. I'm just as important as my counterpart, yada, yada, yada. So I definitely feel definitely a reparenting energy coming in here. A lot of twins recognizing some patterns from their childhood. Oh, thank you so much, Corey. I appreciate that. Coming in to be, recognized and purged as needed. Okay, so sometimes your twin can be a distraction. Absolutely, they're a distraction from yourself sometimes. So we just sometimes need to refocus that energy onto ourselves and stop focusing on the connection. Okay. All right, so taking a look at Divine Masculine right now, this is interesting. Okay, so we've got the Empress. Got the Empress card for Divine Masculine. So again, Divine Masculine switching in to the feminine energy. This has been happening for a while. It's been going back and forth. Divine Feminine's been the masculine. Divine Masculine's been in the feminine. Basically trying to focus on their inner peace right now, because I feel a lot of chaos around Divine Masculine. There's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of inner conflict. There's a lot of anger, a lot of fear, and just overall feeling not worthy, feeling like no one understands them, no one trusts them, And so Divine Feminine, if you've walked away from your masculine, maybe because of behaviors that they've been exerting, maybe they, aren't reciprocating or whatever it is, this is kind of throwing them for a loop. And again, it's an initiation to raise the things that need to be purged and to be released. I also feel there, and this is interesting, I do feel there are some third parties here that are coming to an end as well. All right. So keep that in mind. I also feel a lot of Divine Masculines are really understanding their spiritual side. So they may be also being called into mission. Some of them are healers. Some of them are light workers. Some of them are, are spiritual leaders. They're supposed to be. That is their purpose. So they're really kind of opening up to that. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. They're opening up to that, whereas before they were kind of pushing it away, like, no, this is woo-woo, this stuff doesn't make sense, it's not real, blah, blah, blah. But now they're starting to understand that, no, they do have an intuition. They can use that intuition. They can manifest just as much as Divine Feminine can, okay? So a lot of them are, believe it or not, learning to step into their power, into who they are, and embrace who they are instead of trying to fight who they are, because they've been in this energy of fighting against this, fighting against the connection, fighting against their awakening, fighting against the ending of cycles, and they're realizing they just cannot do it anymore. The universe is pushing them to awaken fully, to embrace who they are, and to step into their purpose, okay? So again, a lot of Divine Masculines coming into that right now, opening up that third eye, really stepping into themselves and understanding who they are, and learning to fulfill themselves, okay? So again, a lot of Divine Masculines, believe it or not, are people pleasers. They've been taught from a very early age that they must please someone else in order to be fulfilled, and they feel guilty that they are in these situations where they're trying to please people, and then they realize that it's not making them happy to please others. And there's this guilt coming in for this, okay? So this in itself is kind of a cycle that Divine Masculine has been repeating, is a cycle of guilt, okay? A cycle of regret, a cycle of self-hatred, self-worth, and that sort of thing, okay? So Divine is really, really pushing them to fulfill themselves. And this is happening by, maybe there's a karmic situation that's ending. They've been fighting the end of the karmic situation. Maybe they're in a karmic relationship. They've been trying to hold on to it, but, maybe their karmic partner has finally said, you know what, I've had enough of you. I'm walking away from you. Okay. So, this is a huge thing that's happening right now with Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine's been fighting the end of cycles. The cycles are ending anyway. Okay. Thus comes in the self-hatred, the purging, the anger, the fear, the frustration, because they feel like they have no control whatsoever. In reality, they don't. They can't control the ending of the cycles. The only thing they can control is themselves, and they're learning that now. Okay, and it's a hard lesson. It's a really hard lesson, and I know that because I'm a control freak. I like to at least have control of myself, and when I felt like I was out of control, I was going through my awakening, going through my dark night of the soul, I was so angry with myself that I couldn't get my crap together. I couldn't get back into control. And why? Because I was in my masculine energy. My masculine energy was controlling me pretty much my entire life. And so it basically I hit a role reversal. I went into my feminine energy. I had released control. Things were changing. I couldn't control it, and it scared the crap out of me. Okay, so that's what's happening with divine masculine right now. They're in their feminine energy. They're losing control, and they're freaking out. Okay, so again, karmic cycles are ending. A cycle of codependency is ending. Again, there may be actually a mother involved here as well, because you can have more than one karmic. You can have more than one karmic contract at a time. So karmic partners, karmic contracts of any kind, definitely specifically having to do with another person in this particular collective that I'm picking up here, okay? So boom, we've got the Hierophant and we've got the High Priestess for Divine Masculine today, okay? Which is significant because what's happening here is, you know, they're waking up again into their feminine energy, okay? And they're watching Divine Feminine do her thing. They're watching Divine Feminine do her thing. She's standing in her power. She's balancing things out. She's in her purpose. She's shining her light. She's not letting the crap get to her. She's using her intuition, and she is leading the way. Now, I do feel a lot of Divine Masculines are spying on their Divine Feminines in the 3D, but again, they also can see you in the 5D, okay? They get dreams. They get visions. They can hear you in their head. Trust me, okay? I get shared dreaming a lot, definitely. Past life visions and things like that. Okay, so they are watching Divine Feminine, so keep that in mind. Keep your vibration high. It's really, really important that you do that, okay, because you're manifesting right now. All right, a lot of sexual energy going back and forth here, okay, and I know I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. If you're feeling this energy, use it to manifest. It's the highest vibration you can get. It's a very, very powerful energy, and it will help you manifest. So your Divine Masculine is helping you to manifest the things that you want in your life. And once you do that, Divine Feminine, once you stand into your power and you manifest the things that you want, it's going to trigger him into action. It's going to trigger him to move. It's going to trigger him to release the ending of these cycles and to move on from the lessons, okay? Because both of you are kind of going through a transition right now. There's huge transformation happening. There's awakenings, ascensions, coming into yourself, coming into your power, again, coming into your purpose and really shining your light forward, okay? So Divine Feminine, again, keep your vibration high, shine that light, because if you dim that light, Divine Masculine cannot find you and he cannot follow you, okay? So you lead the way, Divine Feminine, all right? Again, a lot of sexual energy going back and forth, and it's like, there's a shift, there's an energy of movement happening right now within the connections themselves, okay? Divine Masculine is very triggered to make a change. Very triggered to make a change. Been stuck in this energy for a really long time. They don't want to be there anymore. And with everything that's crashing around them, everything that's coming down, they're realizing, yes, I need to move forward. I can't be stuck in this negativity any longer, okay? Now, some of you who have not received communication will be receiving communication very, very soon. It may be hot and cold. It may trigger you, okay? But I do feel a lot is going to be revealed here. I definitely would recommend, I know you guys are mentioning throat chakra, but I also recommend heart chakra and root chakra right now for you guys, okay? All right, so a lot of movement for Divine Masculine. Let's take a look at Divine Feminines. Yes, Divine Masculines are worthy. I'm telling you, a lot of Divine Masculines do not feel worthy of this journey whatsoever. They feel burdened by it. It's like, you know, they were perfectly fine. They were all cozy and comfortable in their lives. You know, their humdrum, negative, toxic, codependent lives. You know, going through the motions, going through day by day, and then all of a sudden, all of this stuff starts happening. They start losing their crap, and they're like, I don't know what to do here. I want to go back into my safe space. Like, I literally have had this vision before of like a Divine Masculine in the corner, just like this, like, just leave me alone. I don't want it anymore, blah, 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 blah. So trust me, there's a lot of inner conflict there. They're dealing with their crap right now. They're serving their karma. And, you know, some of these pills are pretty hard to swallow. So, okay. So, yeah, I do feel Divine Feminine is definitely in an energy of wanting to move as well. I feel kind of some strategizing coming in. A lot of Divine Feminines trying to figure out what they're going to do this coming year, really trying to fulfill themselves and understanding who they are again. So I feel like there's been this back and forth with Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine's been good. Divine Feminine's been not good. Divine Feminine's been fine. Divine Feminine's been angry. So it's like kind of going back and forth, and it's being mirrored right now. And I also, again, feel a lot of sexual energy coming in. Okay, so Divine Feminine also, I feel a lot of Divine Feminines have stepped away from Divine Masculine because of maybe there's a third party that they're dealing with. They don't want to be in that energy. They don't want to be an option, so they stepped away. They don't want to be part of the player behavior, you know, and that sort of thing. And that's also kind of triggering Divine Masculine, okay? But I feel, again, Divine Feminine's really working on her coins right now and really trying to re-up her focus on herself and her abundance so that she can make movement where she needs to make movement, okay? She doesn't want to be stuck in this energy either. She doesn't want to be codependent. She doesn't want to feel like nothing she does is worth it, okay? So she's in her energy, in her power right now, trying to manifest her way forward, okay? Now, I do feel a lot of codependency will be highlighted with Divine Feminine this week that she may not even realize is there. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right. So if you have a codependent situation, maybe you're at a job you hate, maybe you're, you know, in a relationship that you're codependent in and you don't want to be there anymore, you know, you're kind of making steps to release that. Okay, and I understand this is a 3D world. Okay, it is. So, you know, in order to live, you know, we need to have money. We need to have currency. So Divine Feminine is standing in her power, but she's also embracing the fact that she can manifest her abundance so that she can move. Also, though, I will say this, that when you're manifesting, when you are trying to manifest your abundance, manifest your coins or whatever, you need to release the need. Okay, I feel a lot of Divine Feminines are in need right now. I need money. I need my Divine Masculine. I need people to accept me. No, you don't. Release that crap. You do not need that. When you're saying to the universe that you need something, you're going to stay in that energy of need. You're not going to get it. That's how it works, okay? So some of you just need to release the need. Release the need, okay? Stand in your power, okay? Again, transformation. A lot of Divine Feminines going through ascension right now, and you may be feeling this, okay? There may be towers all around you. There may be triggers all around you. You know, getting those lovely ascension symptoms like sleepless nights, headaches, you know, maybe seeing like signs and synchronicities all over the place. And sometimes doubt and fear kind of comes in with ascension, because, you know, it's basically bringing into the surface stuff that you need to release in order to continue the ascension, okay? So both twins in a transformative energy right now. Moving forward, Divine Feminine also having a decision that needs to be made. Okay, Divine Feminine's been back and forth. Divine Feminine has been juggling with a decision, not really quite sure what to do. So again, kind of in this energy of strategizing how she's going to move forward, how she's going to make this decision and get out of this energy of feeling stuck. Because I do feel a lot of Divine Feminines are feeling stuck right now. They're feeling stagnant. And they're craving change. They're craving the movement here. So again, release the need, guys. Release the need, okay? And if you're not sure how to do this, the universe will show you how, okay? Go within, consult your spirit team, find that inner peace that you need, okay? Find that inner peace that you're looking for, okay? Because you will find it, all right? So just make sure you're trusting your intuition, trusting yourself. Do a third eye chakra hit if you need to. Clear some of those energies out if you're having trouble deciphering messages that are coming through, okay? Because Divine Feminine has kind of been in this longing, sad, fearful energy. And some of it's coming from Divine Masculine. Some of it is coming from Divine Masculine, so keep that in mind, okay? Divine Masculine has been in heartache for a very long time, Okay, so divine feminine, you may be picking up on that, but I also feel just in general, divine feminine has been feeling the heartbreak a little bit. Okay, and it may not be just with the connection, but it may be with external things. But again, I do feel a lot of divine feminines have stepped away from their masculines, and believe it or not, they're feeling very heartbroken about it. And that again, is going back and forth. It's being mirrored. Okay. All right. Well, I'm actually going to do connection checks as well here with the Mystic Monday Tarot. So let's take a look at connecting energies as well. See what's going on with that. What did I just say? I'm sorry. I love when this happens. It just basically affirms everything that I've just said. Both twins are kind of in this energy of heartache right now. Heartache at the ending of cycles, heartache with the connection. You walked away, they walked away. You're being quiet, they're being quiet. You put up boundaries, they put up boundaries. Dealing with yourself, dealing with the truth, facing your karma, facing your darkness. A lot of this stuff, when it comes up, it is very heartbreaking, especially when you realize that maybe there's a pattern in your life you've been repeating over and over and over again. You can't realize it. You can't figure out why you're repeating that pattern. And then something just clicks within you. And what does it have? It's like it brings in realization. And so for a moment, you're like, oh, I get it. But then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I get it. And it's just heartache, right? So both twins are in this energy right now. Again, I am getting some third party stuff here too. And that doesn't have to be a person. It can be an addiction, it can be a job, it can be whatever, can be family. But I am getting a third party situation here in most of these connections that is also bringing in heartache and pain. Okay, so basically right now, both twins are being called to balance out their situation, balance out the connection. And I do feel that there is healing happening with the connections right now. It may not feel like that. Okay, so, if you're doing your inner work, you're doing your inner child work, past life work, you're clearing, whatever energies are surrounding you, that is helping you to heal the connection, okay? But also both twins are being called to be patient, 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 as these energies balance themselves out. Okay, and to have patience with yourself specifically. So again, another 3, more third party stuff coming in here. Okay, this also sometimes represents drinking. So some counterparts, some twins may actually be engaging in escapist behavior, maybe partying, maybe drinking, that sort of thing. But also I do feel, again, there's healing coming to these connections, guys. There's healing. Okay, so you have the 2 of Cups here, and then you've got the Ace of Cups here, and it's connected. It's connected by energy. Okay, so those are your counterparts here, and then source. Okay, so the 2 become 1. So I definitely feel a lot of reunions happening this year. May not happen suddenly, may not happen tomorrow, of course, keep in mind. But I do feel a lot of coming together, a lot of reunions happening, reconciliations between twins happening this year. And of course, this is year 4. It's 2020, right? So keep that in mind. So an energetic gateway coming in, right? But yeah, I do feel, and this is interesting. So we've got the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups. So we got fire signs, water signs here, but also find this interesting because this, this is almost representing to me the divine feminine, really standing in her power, being passionate about herself, about her mission, standing really, really strong and really, really sexy to divine masculine, okay? And divine masculine, not really quite sure how to handle his emotions right now, okay? So there's again a switch. So we got divine feminine kind of standing in her masculine energy, divine masculine in their feminine energy, trying to balance out their emotions and figure out how to fill their cup, right? So they can come forward to divine feminine. Okay, so both twins just kind of balancing themselves out, trying to figure out what to do here. I do feel some of you may be receiving an offer. It may actually be an apology or some gesture of apology, for the way that maybe divine masculine has behaved. And you may actually be apologizing to your divine masculine. Maybe there's something that you've done out of ego, you've been holding on to, and you really want to communicate with your divine masculine that you are sorry, that sort of thing. But maybe you feel like you can't because they put up those boundaries. They put up that wall. Okay, so That being said, if you're not in communication with your divine masculine in the 3D, you can reach out in the 5D. Trust me, they will get your message. Okay. All right, let's get some messages from the counterparts today. I'm going to use a couple of decks for that. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, boom. What did I say? I am not worthy of you. If you're in separation right now, they will be back. They always come back. Stay happy. Yeah, Dark Night of the Soul energy is definitely coming in, guys. They're starting to realize. Some of them may look at old text messages and stuff too. A lot of them trying to hide behind work, money. They're afraid of what you have to say. And again, a lot of self-worth issues coming in. Okay, and this could be what you want to say to your counterpart as well. Keep that in mind, guys. It's not always one-sided. All right, let's get some messages and advice from Source. Wow, my head chakra just went off. I don't even know if I really have to say anything here. Okay, so Divine Masculine really stepping into themselves. They know who they are. Okay, and if you had any question about whether your counterpart is actually your counterpart, that's your answer right now. Right there. Okay, Divine Masculine. Okay. Some of you need to get out more. Some of you have been kind of cloistering yourself and kind of, hermit mode is great. Hermit mode is great, and it's great for working stuff out. But you can't just sit there in the darkness. You can't just sit there and wait and pine and hope. Go out and do something. Go out and appreciate nature. You know, I know it's cold in the northern hemisphere right now, but you can still, be outside. You can still do stuff outside of your home. Okay, you don't have to keep yourself in your home all the time. Okay, there is definitely a test right now. I do feel that. So a lot of you are trying to kind of find your strength, find your courage right now. Found courage. Okay. That being said, some of you had been feeling lost for a while, and you're really starting to find yourself again. And that happens. It's a cycle, okay? It happens every now and then. Don't beat yourself up about it, okay? But I definitely feel a lot of purging coming in right now. So just be aware of those energies, all right? You are being guided. You are being guided forward. A lot of you aren't really quite sure which way to go. But again, consult your spirit team, consult your higher self. Whatever it is that you usually consult. Not everybody consults a spirit guide. Some people go directly to source, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, it's whatever is it works, whatever works for you. Okay, but you are being guided, so just make sure that you're open to the guidance. All right, and that you try not to fight it. And there's definitely a new beginning coming for a lot of you. A lot of new beginnings this year, guys. I'm feeling something definitely going to be happening around the 2-2 portal. We're going to, February 2nd, 2020 is the 2-2-2-2. So something's definitely in the air with that. So I definitely feel a lot of transitions, a lot of rebirth, a lot of brand new beginnings coming in for a lot of twins right now. Okay, so as you go through the darkness, keep in mind there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. So if you're feeling darkness right now, if you're feeling fear, the end is coming. Okay, just take a deep breath, take it in stride, move forward, and try not to beat yourself up too much. Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for joining me. I definitely have some personals that I need to get out today. Also want to let you guys know I am going to be doing the mini read sessions again next weekend, but I think I'm going to move it to the 12th, which is Sunday, instead of doing it Saturday. So it may be sometime probably during the day on Sunday the 12th. I'm going to try to do it before my daughter comes back while she's with her dad. So just letting you guys know that. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And I guess I'll see you guys soon. Okay. Bye, guys.